Yeah, he is. He's coming.
Well, we'll just start anyways because Jason's being a slacker. He's being late, as always. So much for maitre d' services, right? He's supposed to be the man of the couch, the welcoming in of everybody. And with that, I want to welcome everyone to Crashing Game Night. It's going to be an interesting night tonight, folks. It's going to be a little somber because some official things were announced, and I'm just going to hold up the bottle now, tip a glass to E3. You know, but anyways, my name is Matt Diorio, your host, as always. I'm joined by the beanied one, Gerard Barrera.
What's up, nerds? How you guys doing? How's it going? Yeah, man, this is gonna be we've been talking about it. This is just confirmation, but
we called it.
Yeah, we did call it. We did call it. But then, how's it going, everybody?
Ladies and gentlemen, the man with the couch, our news bus boy, the Lions main, Jason Belidio.
How's it going, guys? How's it going tonight? Sad day, but inevitable. It was bound to happen. I mean, it is what it is. We're not gonna beat around the bush. You know, it's death to finally it's done. It's finally done. And it was,
and that's the thing is we called it though. We really did call it like that. It's not coming back.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we knew once it got announced and like everyone's like, oh, okay, cool, it's coming back, and then nothing happened and it was gone and they had to cancel it. And I was like, yeah, okay, it's done. It's done.
And I think honestly, at least for me, I can put the point that it started to die was 2016. And that's when EA pulled out of E3.
That was like the burning, like the starting, like burning embers domino, to start the fire. Yeah, that was the first domino.
Yeah, but even still, it wasn't that. I think it was when like everyone started branching off and doing their own thing, Sony and stuff like that. That's when it started getting like, okay, yeah, what?
Well, and then having to do gamer passes to help make up for everybody, leaving and whatnot. And then,
well, I mean, it wasn't as much the gamer pass. That's fine, but it was before. It was like, oh, this is what's coming out. This is what's on the horizon. This is like, the cutting edge technology. And when the technology is starting to like plateau a little bit, it's starting to be like, okay, you can only do so many things that are like high def or like that are like, oh, this is the brand new thing that's going on. I mean, we had haptic feedback and stuff like that. There was a lot of indie stuff that was going on, which was great, but the major companies they weren't providing, I guess, with like
resting on their laurels.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I
you
agree.
kind of knew it was coming out, or like there would be big name things, and you're like, all right, this is great, this is cool, but people be wanting more. People want more,
Well, and then too is when you look at it, right, and we also saw this too, especially in 2019, right? Those in the industry, we're used to getting like tons of swag, right, to promote the games and everything that we see.
So I would agree with you on the timeline for that comment down since 2016. They've completely I would say changed that whole forum. Like, yeah, dude, I remember like the first year we met, like Jason and I left with
so much crap.
Like bags of stuff.
Yeah,
like there was just they just handed you stuff like all promotional support, and the swag was like, that's what also made it fun. But yeah, I would say around the time, like I would say 16 is around the time when
EA pulled out.
But EA pulled out, but also it was like we were noticing like, dude, there's not that much like swag this year.
And then 18 is where
there was barely any.
18 was the most pronounced, right? Where you started seeing a dip in even
we had to research, like, dude, are they giving anything? Right? Like, oh no, Capcom, I think they're giving a pin. Like, let's go check it out. Like, yeah, we had to research where the swag was,
and
man.
Then like, and then 19 there was like nothing. Like there was
There was
barely anything.
there
we
was
went
barely
home with.
anything.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the swag as much that like kept it alive as much. I mean, that was a great.
No,
it was
but-
great.
Oh no,
but
we were
the
talking about the
moment you
decline,
can-
like where you could kind of start
we can just
seeing
tell, we were saying
slow
when the decline was, and then when they started
Yeah,
like
but
doing all
again,
that, stopped doing all that promotion. And
once
stuff.
you had the Gamer Pass come out and the companies were putting out way more like stuff that they needed to, that's when it's like, okay, like I don't care. It's not as much about the swag as it is about.
Oh yeah, no, it was
the
just an
actual
unfortunate
convention
like
itself.
downhill like spiral thing. It was just that's when we were also noticing around
Well, yeah.
2016.
However,
like,
I
oh
can
no,
say this.
it was getting
Greatest-
like smaller and
Greatest
smaller.
memory ever, though. Greatest memory ever is having Jerry apologize
Oh, shut! up.
in front of the Square Enix booth
I do
when we
remember-
got
yeah.
the FF7 news, right? That was
Yeah.
great. At least
That
we
was-
got that, right?
At least we did get that, and we got the
But,
news. I was happy about the
know,
news.
It is sad, that it finally happened. And like, that they're admitting right? I sent you guys the screenshot, right?
Yeah.
Of what it was. But for the viewers that are joining us either live on Twitch tonight or B gonna watch this on YouTube this weekend, this is pretty much how they said goodbye. It was
And it's such a
after
such a
more
bummer.
than 2 decades of E3, each one bigger than the last, which is kind of false because 19 was not as good as 18. Each one, the time has come to say goodbye. Thanks for the memories. Good game. Well played. That's it. That's their goodbye. Like,
But
You
it
wanna talk
also
about
kind of
utter
solidifies
defeat.
like how they like left to
they went out. They
went out. Yeah, it sucks. It just represents how they kind of lost it, and it's unfortunate.
And now here's the thing.
I wish they were able to say a proper goodbye or have a final,
Have one last
final
one.
like send off show or
Mm-hmm.
something, But
yeah,
it's unfortunate.
something. But now you're gonna have to rely on Jeff Keighley doing Summer Game Fest and that becoming hopefully bigger, or PAX stepping up to take up the slack at
Yeah.
this point. Other than that, that's it. And to Jason's
So
point,
another
though,
part of my past prediction, hope possibly now, if this was to come to pass, possibly PAX doing their own kind of thing in LA. I know PAX West is Seattle, but
Mhm.
they might do Southwest or something like that, or who knows. Hopefully it doesn't die completely. Hopefully we get something in California.
But I mean, to Jason's point, right? So many are
Southern
doing their own
California.
little things here and there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, right? Those companies that are doing their own things aren't necessarily inviting the public to those things at all either. Right.
No,
So
no, or what they send out to the public are like cut up snippets of what they did mainly for the media or their
Yeah.
official announcement. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean their announcements are usually like there's something for the media and the press and the exhibitor or the other service people like that are industry people, and then they broadcast on
Mhm.
the internet for the general public, and then that's kind of what it's going to now. And I don't understand how E3 didn't catch on to that, but
Yeah.
it's I mean, yes, COVID did have a huge part to play in it,
Oh,
I
mean,
but it
let's be
wasn't
honest.
like
COVID
the end
in
of it,
2020, COVID, I mean, absolutely killed E3, but then they couldn't get they couldn't find a way to get it back.
but the
And
other
I
thing
think
is,
to
they
Jason's
didn't take
point
that
is,
time to, I mean,
yeah,
they could have had a final hoorah in when everything was opening back up. What 2020 or
Yeah.
20?
so
oh, no,
2020 they went all digital.
Yeah, 2022 is when everything was kind
no,
of
sorry.
going back.
20 was canceled altogether. 21 was the all digital. 22, they were going to try and do all digital, and companies kept backing out.
And that's when they announced.
And then And then there
But
was
22.
23 officially being canceled as well because so many people backed out as well. So
they had a couple years to figure something out, and in 2022 they could have even at least had a final hurrah or something. But I mean, nothing. So it could have been worse than we thought. Who knows? It's just yeah, it's just sad, man, because like
I mean, when you look at it,
it's so
right?
it's so personal to us, like
Think
that, you know.
think back to 19, right? Think about
Yeah,
how
yeah.
empty the show floors really were for vendors even
Oh,
then.
but not
You
even
know,
that. Like how they spread out everything. Remember
well, yeah,
the PlayStation venue, like
dude, it
they
was
had
a
a
theater.
whole late yeah the theater
That's
yeah.
it. It's like we're just gonna pay
So
for a theater space and have
and
Spider-Man.
basically like yeah, lay down
Oh,
and
and they
Spider-Man
had a
in the
couple
back, and
of
then lay down and have a
and
couple of
they
interviews,
had a
like live
couple
interviews.
systems of
Oh,
Black
COD.
Ops
Yeah,
of COD.
yeah.
But that's it, right? They had that big old
Yeah,
corner, nothing
I
like
remember like just kept looking, like as much as like Spider-Man was cool, but I mean,
that being said,
we took a look back and like, dude,
that
it's kind
carpet
of
was
sad on this side.
that carpet was kind of comfy though.
Oh
Like
yeah,
after being on
yeah.
your feet to just go sit down on that plush carpet, that was nice, you know,
But
just
yeah,
because
I
Sony for the
mean,
carpet, right? But
we kind of took a
I
step
mean,
back and we were like, dude, this
the
side's kind of
only
sad.
the only one that kind of went all out though was Nintendo when you
Yeah,
think about it, because
and
they had Pokemon,
even
they had
then
Luigi's Mansion, they
they
had
barely had some, because they had yeah, they had the big Luigi's
no, they had,
Mansion, Pokemon.
and then they also had the other area that had Luigi or Link's Awakening and all those other smaller titles
Oh
over in the other
yeah,
area too, right?
the four
Um,
demo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where you can
yeah,
try
so I
all
mean, they
four
had
demos.
still a decent amount of stuff there
Yeah.
for their floor print, and then honestly, Ubi was really spread out, and
Yeah, Ubi was
even on the
spread.
last day, that thing was sparse, right? There was not a lot of people over there.
Oh,
Warner Brothers had
especially the
Lego,
last day.
they had Lego, and that was it.
Mm.
Square Enix had their normal booth, which Jason, real quick,
Hanging
I
out.
gotta ask you, how's it feel to not have the FF14 summon battle to really look forward to every year?
It, and
Officially,
again, like, and that's what spawned
Yeah, that's a bummer.
was like, I mean, Final Fantasy Fan Fest.
I mean, we didn't
and
participate, and like we got into it like for you. We were like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Jason,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I mean,
get
it's
get your shirt, bro. Get your shirt."
But
You
that's
know?
a perfect
Like,
example. Like, FanFest was not like it was made before, but then Final Fantasy 14 like ultra popularized it, because then people were like, oh, like this is an MMO where people can come together like for Final Fantasy rather than just, I love Final Fantasy. Here's an MMO that you can meet up with guildmates, you can meet up with other people. There was a purpose, and that's what E3 was. But they lost track of everything because they were trying to get too big, or they're trying to go too crazy. And then once you like open up to the public, we saw how ridiculous the public lines were.
Yeah.
And how much you had to be like all the
I
people
mean,
that were in media.
it spawned this idea.
Yeah, I mean, but it showed like how much the media
Thanks,
was like,
RE2.
Okay, yeah,
was like, yo, you know what?
Oh, that line.
Yeah, it needed to be still industry a little bit with a limited amount of Game Pass, but
they opened it up more and more, and I think that was,
and it got to almost Anime Expo levels where people were just nonstop going.
Yeah,
the people that were working at the booths, that were exhausted because there was way not enough manpower. Like, there was not enough people there.
Correct.
To like
and
push the people forward, or like, hey, you know what, like, you already had your 5 minutes, we gotta like keep it going.
And I think part of that too is, right, you look at it, all those people like the Game Passes, right, they didn't understand the etiquette that was E3 also,
they didn't care for the etiquette.
Oh,
they were
no.
just like, yo, like,
oh no, and that was the other thing we noticed, like, dude, it's a madhouse. It's crazy. Like,
and you had people just
everyone
stopping in the middle of
there, like,
aisles
that was the other thing about industry. At least everyone knew how to act. Like, this, you're also representing a company or whatever, whatever entity you're representing there. So, like, for the most part, everyone was very respectful, and like, it was a good atmosphere. But then, yeah, dude,
like,
how many multiple times were we standing in line where we were like, dude, get out, no cuts. Like, are you kidding me? Like, come on.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, right.
So E3, it was a good run. Like I was kind of just a minute ago, it was like, this is this right here, and I posted a picture on Twitter and tagged Johnny V in it for his handiwork. But like, this is the reason. This is how we met, was because of Infinity.
Yeah.
You know, just, and that's, I think, what the sad part is about these conventions and not having as many of them anymore, is you do not get that chance to interact and potentially meet new people, you know, and friends and whatnot. And, you know, next year, right, would be a decade for all of us, you know.
Wow.
And it's,
wow.
when you really put it in perspective,
Wow.
right, 2014 was the first one, right? And um
Wow.
it's sad because not a lot of people are going to have that anymore. They're not going to have that opportunity to potentially meet people. Now you're going to have to look to PAX potentially, right? So we'll definitely see how the next year goes. But let's talk about the Game Awards, and let's see how our votes turned out
Yeah.
in comparison to the winners.
Yeah. Let's see.
I do want to do a shout out to Chris Judge, aka Kratos, who had the best line of the entire show, which was, he was talking about his speech from last year, which we all know was like
that was
8+ minutes, right?
The longest,
And
the longest speech
the
given.
longest speech, right? And he came out today and said, you know, or he came out at the show and he's like, you know, something that's longer. He was talking about his speech, right? And that the
so
fact
funny.
he compared it to the Call of Duty campaign, and that the COD campaign was not longer than his speech last year.
Oh my god.
So anyway, so let's look at the categories. So the first to start off with was
Game of the year.
Game of the year,
yo.
right? So the winner was Baldur's Gate 3, and that is actually who we voted for.
Yep.
Was Baldur's Gate 3, and I think it's still well deserving, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So best game direction. We voted for Zelda. The winner was actually Alan Wake 2.
See?
But remember though, we had that debate though. Like,
yeah,
we were debating back and forth, and we ultimately just went with Zelda because of the game design and stuff.
Yeah.
Best narrative was,
oh yeah, good call.
Alan Wake 2, and we voted for it as well.
Yep.
Rightfully so.
Yep.
Best art direction, we voted for Lies of P. And
surprised about that
was
one.
the winner.
This one, yeah, I am a little
I'm surprised
on this
about
one.
that. Yeah.
This one is a little,
yeah,
like,
yeah. And then best score in music.
you know it. That's the man. The
Which-
man. So
You know,
man. You cannot
yeah.
you cannot deny his music.
No. That being said, dude, that FF7 trailer.
Oh, bro, like, see? Who's doing
Oh
the
my
music
God.
for that? Who's
Oh
doing
yeah,
the music?
right.
Yeah, right. And we'll talk about the trailer here in a second. But then best audio design, we actually went Alan Wake 2, but Jason, what did you say that we should go with?
Well,
See,
When we
Hi-Fi
voted?
Rush, man. Like, it's
Hi-Fi Rush.
it's a game. It's based
Yeah.
on a game. Like, the reason it's there, I think both
the audio is based on the
me and Theo were like, yeah, it's a rhythm game. It's supposed to be good with audio.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
It's okay. It's okay. You know.
So, anyways, best performance. We voted for Yuri Lowenthal, who plays
Still,
Peter Parker.
this is the
in
only one I
Spider-Man.
still kind of
Neil Newman for Baldur's Gate 2. Or Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't know the role or anything like that, so like I couldn't vote for it. I mean, we basically were debating between, you know, those and Ben Starr and Cameron Monaghan, and Idris, like, for those roles, because we knew those roles, right? So, you know, congratulations to Neil on that though. Innovation and accessibility, Forza won it.
Yeah.
Forza is who we voted for.
sweet.
Matt called
Well,
it. Like, it was
well
Good
deserved
call.
though.
That
I
was a good
mean,
call, Matt.
they did a lot for it. Games for Impact, we did not know what
Hey,
it was, so we
sweet.
just randomly just picked the title.
Random.
Called it.
And
cool, man.
and Chia won. Best ongoing. We voted for FF14.
Unbelievable.
Cyberpunk won.
This-
kind of surprised by this one. Like
this one was rigged.
even being a fan of Cyberpunk, I'm kind of surprised by that.
This one is rigged because guess what happened to Cyberpunk after? You know, like a huge drop in people playing Cyberpunk.
But it's a DLC. Like with Final Fantasy, it
ongoing, bro. Like
that's
correct.
So
that's why I don't
understand.
That's why I'm also kind of like surprised. I was like,
I
mean,
shocked
isn't
and
Phantom
awed.
Liberty just the first DLC?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah,
even
so-
still, like it's Cyberpunk.
I mean, technically
has a
ongoing. I
lot
think it
of
has.
people that
I
stop
think it
playing.
has more DLC coming, but
still,
Final
look at the rest of them.
like
Apex
yeah,
Legends, it's an ongoing game that they're constantly updating.
yeah.
Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Genshin Impact, all of those are evolving games.
Cyberpunk is a singular game with a first-person story, first-person shooter. Like, yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm curious about that decision.
So best community support went to Baldur's Gate 3. We
Okay.
voted for
Okay,
FF14.
okay, yeah.
Because technically they could be like a representing,
I mean,
like of the
well,
year, like
it-
who's the best rep.
it
You know,
was-
maybe or
Social
category
media
states-
activity.
Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches.
See,
So
the social media activity, like you
Okay.
can't get away
That was
from
big,
Baldur's
yeah.
Gate,
yeah,
best independent game went to Sea of Stars,
sweet.
which is what we voted for. The kind of pseudo spiritual successor to
I think
Chrono
that was
Trigger.
your call, Matt.
Yeah.
Right?
It was.
Nice, man.
And then best debut indie game, we went with Dredge. And with all fairness,
No
the
idea.
only one that really played, I mean, Jerry, you played Dredge.
Yeah.
And Cocoon though,
Cocoon.
I mean, it's on a Annapurna though. I mean, they bang out games,
Huh. I'll have to check it out.
their support and stuff. So, and then best mobile game, we went with Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it was.
But
a
it went to
50-50.
Wasn't this the toss up though?
This
It
was
between
this
these
was
two.
really
I
the
think.
toss up. Like,
Yeah.
I knew going to be one of those two.
I think we've deferred to you, Jason.
Yeah,
but,
no,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, I know a lot of people that play Honkai, and I know a few people
Yeah.
that play Monster Hunter, and I was like, it's just.
But I remember it's like
And
It
yeah,
was
it's
a
a
what
coin
toss-up.
though?
flip.
Which one?
I
It was a
did
coin
try.
flip.
I did download Ever Crisis to play it, and it's not great.
Yeah, how disappointed were you?
I tried.
'Cause
Yeah, I did.
know
Very-
I
was.
tried it too.
I
know
was super disappointed because
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
okay, let Jason's compare notes on this, right? Well, we've got plenty of time, right? Is that one? It was pretty much like an update of graphics to the original FF7, but with all the FF7 remake stuff for me. But then having to try and hold your finger and guide your guy around the screen was just super annoying. There was just a lot that just wasn't great, and it doesn't have Bluetooth support for a controller.
Yeah, it
Mm.
just wasn't like you
It's
pick it up and you're
beautiful.
like, oh hey, it's gonna be Final Fantasy 7, and you literally get Final Fantasy 7, but you're
Yeah.
on this large of something where it's just like, okay, you're
I did
kinda
on
like,
my iPad, but even then, like, I'd
even
rather
your
just go
iPad
play
is
the
still not enough.
OG.
It's just like,
I'd rather go do the OG FF7 on my Switch.
yeah. I mean,
Over that.
it was good only because like you could download it, you could see it, and you're like, okay, sweet.
Yeah,
It's something
the
you just
CG was gorgeous, but
pick up
that was
pick up
it.
and put down instantly, you know?
Yes.
Cool. But was it a great mobile game?
No.
There's a lot of others.
Bummer.
It's okay.
Best VR AR. We did go with Resident Evil,
Yeah.
and that's who the winner
yeah.
was.
Yep.
So, best action game. We voted for Hi-Fi Rush. It went to Armored Core 6. But I do know
Huh.
we debated a little bit on this too, because Armored Core was getting great reviews from a ton of people that actually really played the
that's
game.
right.
So I'm not
Damn.
disappointed that it went to Armored Core in any way, shape, or form. But I would have hoped to have seen Tango get a little bit more love for Hi-Fi Rush,
Yeah.
other than what it did get. So, best action adventure, We voted for Jedi Survivor. It went to
Really?
Tears of the
Yeah.
Kingdom.
Tears got it.
I don't
Yes.
I don't think
I
that,
kind of question this too.
yeah.
Even being like a Zelda fan, but I kind of question that.
Technically, you got to look at every, for the best action adventure game combining
puzzle solving,
combat with traversal
Yeah,
and puzzle
that's
solving.
true. Yeah.
Zelda, I mean, come on,
It
you got
hits
to
all the
build.
marks like above and
Yeah.
beyond. That is true.
I
But
still
I
don't
just,
think it
like-
does though. Like, yes, you
I
have
mean-
some puzzle solving. Yes, you have some like you're there's a lot of different ways to travel the world. That's fine, but I mean, it's A to B game. Like, I'm sorry, like that's all it is. It still is, you know.
And
There's a lot
it
of
also
things you could
depends,
do in
and
between.
that's where the other candidates, like, they could be stronger in other areas, like, but like Survivor obviously would be stronger in combat, not traversal because it's kind of a linear, like, yeah, like you said, A to B, but it had some decent puzzle solving. I mean,
Little shocked. It's okay.
yeah, I
Little shocked.
still
But
kind of
I ain't
wondering
mad
about
at
it,
it.
but
Just shocked.
I do understand it. Yeah, I just wish we had another one right, but still kind of happy about Zelda. That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like I
also
said,
kind of
ain't mad at
surprised
it,
too.
but
No, but I think when you look at traversal and stuff like that, Spider-Man was better.
I mean,
know,
that's where it has a
Jedi
strength, but I mean,
Survivor.
there was hardly any, if not none, no puzzle solving.
Correct.
So that's where it's kind of done. So I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I think we hit the mark. I don't know. I think the Zelda was a little bit of hype as well too.
Yeah.
Best RPG.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
we voted for Baldur's Gate 3.
Guaranteed.
yeah. That was
and-
unanimous.
That was guaranteed.
Dude,
That was
I
easy.
will say this. It reminds me of like Starfield, and I've shared the video with you, with you and Theo, Jerry, on TikTok. There's that comedy troupe that makes fun of like PlayStation, Xbox, and like they were making fun of it, but it's true. Is like the Xbox community is pissed that Starfield didn't get even a nod for Game of the Year, but it's not great.
Why?
Exactly.
Tell me.
It's not great.
Leave a comment. Let me know why. I mean, like,
Yeah, just because it's an Xbox title and it was by Bethesda and it was supposed to be this huge big thing, and
it wasn't. Get over it. Like,
it's tough. That sucks.
You're swinging. You're swinging.
That's why there were better games that came out,
good
unfortunately, that year. So there you go.
You're swinging 0 for 2. Come on. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not saying it wasn't a bad game, but it just wasn't as big as I think everybody thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Then
maybe next year might have a running. Like, honestly, because
who knows what they had? Yeah.
It was, the conception is great. It's there. It has a lot.
So if
potential.
it's full Cyberpunk, it's okay.
Yeah, well, it has a
it's
lot of potential.
More like a
anyway.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a No Man's Sky. It
Yeah.
has a lot of potential.
And I think
It
that was,
has the
remember, that was
greatness.
what I brought up about it, though, is speaking of No Man's Sky, is I thought it was a No Man's Sky ripoff.
Yeah, it has the potential to have greatness, but you guys are just pushing it way too hard, way too quick, and it's not happening. It's not working. So
Yeah. Best fighting game?
Yep. You know it.
Street Fighter 6.
I called it because why? What is the headline at Evo?
Street Fighter 6. Best family game went to Mario Brothers Wonder. Not surprised. Like, I'm not surprised at this one, right? The only reason I went Pikmin 4 is because it was better enjoyed by a family.
Oh yeah,
But-
yeah, that's right.
Best sim strategy, we went for Fire Emblem, and then Pikmin won it. So
Huh.
We're off by one.
yeah, but I mean, Pikmin's not real like strategy. It's not like, I get it, but it's not like a Fire Emblem or Advance Wars or Company Heroes. So I mean, I get it. I'm not upset with it. Best sports, I mean, that was kind of an easy
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Forza.
easy.
Best multiplayer, we went with Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Again, that wasn't a hard one.
Nope.
Then best adaptation was Last of Us. When
Oh yeah,
however,
absolutely.
it was announced because Anthony Mackie was there at the show presenting
Oh,
that
yeah, season
Twisted
2.
Metal is getting a season 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like Mario Brothers, God, it was not a great movie adaptation. And the Nintendo fans out there, I love Nintendo. I love Mario. I've grown up with Mario. But it wasn't a good movie adaptation. It was fun. It was fun. Okay,
It was
don't
fun.
get me wrong. It
Like,
was fun.
I still haven't watched it because
But-
I still hear about it.
It was,
It's like,
but in saying that, dude, you're kind of perpetuating what it was made for. It was a child's movie, but it was
Yeah.
made, but no. It was straight up 100% a kid's movie. It's not like Pixar or even something from DreamWorks where like in Shrek, they're adult type of humor, jokes where
Mhm.
they could have incorporated someone like the older,
Yeah.
fans of the game where they could have made some jokes about it. But yeah, I agree. It wasn't great, but the reason why it was successful and it was technically a good movie, it placated purely to children. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it like you said, it was a complete cash grab.
Oh, absolutely.
All
But I
about
think when you look at the
everything, and it sucks because like we were hoping for like, oh dude, it's Illumination. We were thinking like Despicable Me type of humor.
Mhm.
Like, oh dude, it's gonna be cool. Like we're gonna
And
it's
then
clever. Like, and then that's
Just-
what we got.
and Jack Black did not work for me as Bowser.
And- So that was the thing. He in early performance, like in the very first few minutes, I was like, okay, I can get down with the voice. Okay, cool. What killed it was once again the cash grab, and for the children, the song.
And-
That was too much.
yeah.
I mean, come on. And then like the character shift where he's like the lonely, like I just want love, and like no,
Right. No.
like
it's not-
you want to take
And I
over the
think-
entire kingdoms.
Yeah,
I
and I
mean-
think that's where you look at recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. I mean, it's hard to argue with Last of Us. Like that thing was like watching the game.
Yeah, no joke.
know?
Like,
With,
but
with
like
some modifications that you had to remove. because of
tight
time constraints.
modification, and it was done by the creators, so like everything was
Yes.
tightly done, and it all made sense. Like, oh, okay, I see why they skipped through that, or like they went more in depth with this. Like, awesome. Like we accepted it because it was done right, and
Yeah.
and,
And we've
everybody who
had
needed to be involved was.
We've had our nights where when we were talking about it, and like I'm like, yo, like how do you leave off this gigantic part of the game? But you have to kind of
Understand time
pick and
constraint,
choose.
right?
Yeah.
Pick and choose time constraints.
So and I think too, for me, like you're talking about like the Peaches thing with Mario though, Jerry, I think that's where it was like they Jack Blacked Bowser.
I mean,
That's the
dude,
best way to put it.
dude, case in point, the most recent, like, and like, no joke, the most recent Jonas Brothers concert, I don't know
Mhm.
where it was, but the most recent one, guess who made a guest appearance?
Jack
Jack
Black
Black, dressed as Bowser, doing
singing
the bit.
Peaches. Fuck.
So
But,
annoying.
like you know what I'm talking about. Like it's for instance, like as much as I enjoy High Fidelity, Jack Black in that movie drives me crazy.
Oh, see that's where I differ. That's Jack Black at his finest in movie form. Like I that's where I appreciate Jack Black. But and I'm not saying I don't appreciate him
Mhm.
like doing his thing on stage and all that, but like that was the ultimate cash grab, was that song, and it was just
Mhm.
like I
Yeah.
get it, and like kids are doing it. Kids are imitating it and lip syncing.
Oh my god, yes
I
they
get
are,
it.
and it drives me nuts. So
Yeah, so it's unfortunate. We were hoping
so
for
that being said, FF7 Rebirth.
yes,
Hands down. You-
Yeah.
dude.
like
did you
you,
see
And
that?
it'll be the same next year when after Rebirth comes out. It's going to be the same thing next year. What's the most anticipated game? Final Fantasy Part 3. That's come on.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep.
that-
Whatever it's going to be
rewind
called.
Whatever,
or
oh, yeah.
whatever. You know?
Final Fantasy Forever. I don't care. Whatever.
Rebirth or like
No.
Reimagined.
Rebirth or born.
Born.
Whatever.
Done. Final Fantasy done.
Done.
Whatever, but or what it'll be like Final Fantasy Dream Drop Long Distance. I don't know. They'll
Yeah.
start
No.
going with like Kingdom Hearts names.
No.
But
nope.
but no, that trailer was fucking gorgeous.
Oh, it was awesome. And
And-
did you guys see the collector's edition?
yes.
Oh my god. That was the first question I asked. I went to GameStop a couple days ago, and that was the first question I asked, like, is it available or is it only Sony? And it's like, yeah, or it's only Square Enix, I think, yeah. But it's yeah.
We're taking a little detour.
Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, we're taking that detour.
little
Little
detour. We're
detour.
gonna check out the
If they'll
collector's
actually,
edition.
If it'll load,
if it has the actual pictures of it.
I don't care, man.
Oh, yep.
I'm just down to go to gold.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh, that statue's sick, bro.
I know, man.
Yeah.
You know, like we have a couple Final Fantasy statues, but I don't know.
It's
Like
cool.
I would be more for the like little accessories and stuff you get on the side, you know. But like,
So you get the.
I'm down for it
I
because
like
that
that
would be my
hardback-
first.
hardback.
That would actually
I
be
love
my
that
first
art book.
Sephiroth.
that
statue.
hardback art book, I
The-
think I'll buy
Yeah.
it separately. You know, like
Yeah, you'll find it on eBay. It'll
Yeah,
probably
I'll
go for
find
like
it.
$80,
I don't know,
$100 probably.
probably not that much. Hopefully,
That
not.
steel book is
Actually, you get that
That's
with
nice.
the deluxe edition, I think. So
Yeah.
if you get it,
what is
that's the one thing I'm getting.
But yeah, it's
So
just
the-
it's
the
just
deluxe edition. See if we find the picture of it.
Just go for the stuff
There you
on
go.
the side.
So the deluxe
Yeah.
edition is coming with the art book.
Yeah, see,
That's
Oh,
one I have
sweet.
I
pre-ordered.
might
So
bust
do I.
that one.
I
Yeah.
might bust that one just
So you
'cause it
get
has a
all of the same
soundtrack-
stuff. So the only thing, yes, it does,
soundtrack and art book.
and it's on a CD too. Like, who has fucking CD players?
That's
these days?
classic. bro.
My car, sir. My car has a CD player. Like,
I think mine still does too.
yeah, get
Yeah,
outta
but from
here.
from a computer perspective, right? Who has?
Oh, that's cool. I still have the CD drive. That's why I kept it.
that I don't have. But you don't need that. It's going to be in the car anyways. I'm going to listen to that thing, like, banging that thing full blast.
And the only reason I have that pre-ordered right now is for that art book.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to join you on that one.
No.
The art
Yeah,
book.
the art book and the steel case,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah, the deluxe
So-
is a good package.
Yeah, I don't need the
like it.
statue necessarily. on that
I
one.
would like it because it would be my first
Um,
Sephiroth statue.
So,
And it's a good looking one. I like it.
well, see, I've got all the amiibos.
Oh,
So I've got the
I have amiibos
Sephiroth
as well.
and Player
Yeah.
1 and 2 Cloud. So,
Oh, same.
anyway, so Iron Mouse, we randomly just picked somebody, and Iron Mouse.
Oh, that's
no,
right.
I mean, no,
Sweet.
no. I called that. I
Hmm.
think I called that one. Like, she's.
Oh, I
a
think
really
you
popular dude.
confidently called that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
She is a very like notable VTuber. So I mean, it's hard getting away from her if you type of VTuber.
Oh, sweet.
It's there.
Best esports went to Valorant.
Yep.
Nice.
You know, just what we called.
Oh,
Faker.
The goat.
Oh, I
The
think you
goat of
called
League
that
of
one,
Legends.
Jason.
Yeah,
too.
Yes.
I know that. I was 100% on that one.
We went for Evil Geniuses,
Yeah.
but it went to JD Gaming.
Oh, okay.
Close.
Um,
Still Riot, but you know.
We
close.
picked Christine
Sweet.
Chi.
See, that's why I thought it was going to be EG all the way through. Because
Yeah.
like she got it, but it's
Um,
fine. It's fine.
And then the
Fine.
event, we went with Evo. It actually went to League of
Oh,
Legends.
League.
Yeah, I mean,
what?
that makes sense too because you know there's a ton
Little
of people that
bias.
still play League of Legends.
Oh,
I still
yeah.
play League of Legends.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah. So, and that was it for the voting.
So
Sweet,
does
yeah.
it show
Huh.
our record on there? Like,
I don't think we did too bad.
We didn't do too bad.
yeah, but I
Um,
mean, like, if you go next, does it give you like a
it doesn't show us
Ah.
all
Oh,
the,
it doesn't.
boo?
Oh, bummer.
yeah.
Huh.
So it's all right.
That's pretty cool,
Um,
though. I think we did pretty.
We did pretty decent
well
this year.
This year,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But real quick, as a reminder, also this weekend is another Tetris Maximus, and this time it is going to be Mario Wonder.
I do not get that one.
Mario Wonder.
Let me pull it up.
Tetris,
See if it...
99. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
I'm okay.
Mario
I got my Pokemon one.
Wonder.
I'm golden.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me mute the sound.
Yeah, I feel that we did quite a good job.
Yeah, so
gentlemen.
this is what
You
it'll look
know,
like.
a standard, a good, solid, 75% at least.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel.
Yep. So the theme for the Mario
Hey.
Wonder is not bad.
Hey, that's actually kind of, I like it. It's cool.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's a cool theme to kind of, I would
Yep.
use that. Yeah.
So yeah, so overall, we didn't do bad with the Game Awards. I know J-Tite and Mo and the Rupees were all there.
Yeah. Shout out to the
and-
Rupees. All of you were looking
Oh.
dapper, man. You guys were looking
Yo,
good.
for
Yeah,
real,
dude.
For
You guys
real.
look good. Hope you guys had a good time.
But yeah, I was I text Darren and I text Mo to find out how their impressions and J-Tite, and they all enjoyed it.
Oh, sweet.
I know some of the feedback from the Game Awards though was more like it didn't celebrate the devs themselves.
Yeah.
It was more of a, hey, here's what's coming, right? But I think what was most disappointing for me, right, is you look at all the games industry and how much money it made over this last year and how many layoffs took place. Right. And I think that's more of a tantamount to society right now. You've got a lot of these big corporations making a lot of money and laying people off to make more money. And you didn't have anyone like Jeff Keighley kind of even bring that up to say, hey, we're here to celebrate gaming, but we need to also think about those that got laid off. Right. Think about Bungie, right?
Very true.
Having to lay off all those folks, weeks ago.
Or what about that company that just shelled out their game the day before? That company literally the day they released the game, I think 2 days later they shut their doors. They had to shut their doors.
That game
It sucks. That sucks.
got the lowest rating in IGN history.
Oh no.
A 1 out of 10.
Oh, it
Their scale doesn't even go to a 0.
It had a lot of potential. It looked like the trailer made it look. That sucks, man.
Correct.
That looked like it was going to be a good game. That's a bummer. Dang.
So, it'll be interesting to kind of see what happens with the games industry, because I do think that it's pretty sad though they didn't even at least talk about it.
Well, the consensus, a lot of people were like, dude, it felt like not just an award show, but just a promotion for, what's coming out, promoting like the next big AAA games, be ready, and not yet, like you said, not really celebrating the devs all that much. And that's what it's supposed to be about,
Yep. So, it's sad. I mean, we all enjoy games. And I hope the industry gets better, but I know there's people that have been part of the game industry that got laid off or lost their jobs, quit, whatever, and they still haven't found jobs yet, because they keep laying people off. So, the game industry, yes, it's making money, but it's also starting to lose talent because you're not hiring it. You're expecting more out of less, like a lot of companies are right now. And, I'm not sure where they go from there. So
yeah.
Anyways, we didn't really talk about how we were doing. I made a TikTok about this. I know, Jerry, you saw it. My mind has been so busy and chaotic since therapy last week and even therapy today that I did go and build this.
Hey, Nice, dude. Oh, I'm happy. Oh, that's cool.
This
Oh,
is
nice.
the Lego tall neck. I
Yeah.
have built this thing, taken it apart, and built it a couple of times, right? But there's something about Lego that just
Oh, it's
calms my mind
therapeutic.
when it's busy,
Oh,
right?
it's
And
very
it's
therapeutic.
like, so
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
this thing got
I'm the exact
got
same way.
built.
If my brain, or if I feel ever like in a true funk and I don't want
Mhm.
to talk to anybody, I just need to kind of like focus and I just need a little bit of quiet. Yeah, I do a whole like Lego set, and it just, yeah, it just calms me. I love it. That's cool, man. Nice. Yeah,
So,
look, the tonic looks good.
oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's a great set, and you can still get it on Amazon. I've
Oh,
seen it
so
out there.
sweet. The one
Yeah,
thing, dude, I got it. I'll send it to you. Send it to you again. There's a light kit that you can
I've
easily
seen it,
put in. Yeah, yeah,
and I'm tempted.
yeah.
I'm
I know.
so
We did.
tempted.
It makes it look way better, but it's so cool. Yeah, but it
Like, I
looks so good.
saw a Lego builder on TikTok that did a light kit for their Superstar Destroyer, and that thing looks badass with a light kit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
oh, I'd like to
Um.
see that. Oh, that's cool.
s- So yeah. So over last week, Jay, what'd you get to play or what you watch?
Um,
Yeah.
what I've been doing this last week. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. Um, I've just been playing like Teamfight Tactics lately. Playing some Vampire Saviors on my phone because it's on my phone.
Vampire Saviors.
Yeah, that survival game. Really simple,
Oh,
basic game.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else have I been doing? Just been catching up on shows. Try to watch a little bit more Big Bang Theory. You know,
Oh, sweet.
watched Blue Eyed Samurai on Netflix. Amazing,
Not
amazing,
surprisingly, yeah, saw that
dude.
too.
That is
Not bad.
amazing. It is worth watching. Got a couple leads on what to watch next.
Ooh.
So gonna
What are you thinking?
check
What are you
those
thinking?
out. So one of them was what's it called? It's on Hulu. Oh my God. I was hovered over it. It's a murder at the end of the world. I was told to watch that one. That's not too bad. I was like, okay, I'll check it out because
Hmm.
supposedly there are some ties to Alice in Borderland there, but I was like, okay,
Hmm.
I don't think so, but yeah, who knows? So I like that. So I love Alice in Borderland, but so we'll see.
Sweet.
Waiting for games to come out. I still have a huge backlog that I will never finish, and that's okay. You know, to put it frank, and you guys will find it like blasphemous, but my Spider-Man 2 is still sealed, so like
Oh,
I haven't even opened it yet. Like
it's okay. It's
I
like
have Spider-Man
it'll be
2
like a fine
sealed.
wine.
Real
You get to
quick,
savor it once you start playing.
we have to throw out some condolences. This news just broke.
Oh,
Oh, what happened?
oh, oh.
Um, Andre Brower passed away at 61.
Oh
No,
no.
no
Yeah,
way. Like
Oh no.
just today or
yeah.
yesterday?
Like it literally an hour ago, it just broke.
Oh
And we're
my
talking
God.
Variety, NBC, New York Times,
Oh
Hollywood
my
Reporter.
That's
God.
Everybody
terrible.
is actually
No way.
Yeah, he
um
was awesome in Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Dude,
but
he
I remember him throughout the dude. He had such a predominant movie and TV career. Like he had a great
yeah,
career. Yeah.
he was in
Oh,
that is
Glory. Like that
insane.
was the first movie I remember seeing him in was Glory, which was for anybody that's not familiar with that, Glory is about the first all black regiment in the Civil War. Had Denzel Washington in it and Morgan Freeman,
hmm.
and like it had the Matthew Broderick, Carrie Ewells.
Man.
Um, so when you look at Andre Brower, Um, some of the stuff, like we said, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he was on 153 episodes of
Dude, he was
that.
just captain, man.
Yeah, he was
Um,
captain. Yeah.
he was part of SVU as one of the defense attorneys for a few episodes. Um, he played Darkseid, the voice of Darkseid in Superman Batman Apocalypse. Um, he was in Rise of the Silver Surfer. Um, he's been around for quite some time, and he's
Oh
had one
yeah.
of those just one of those faces you remember, who he
Yeah.
was, um, going back to, he was part of Homicide. He was
Oh
Cassiel
man.
in City of Angels.
Yeah. For me, it was probably Primal Fear is when I
Tuskegee
first
Airmen,
yeah.
you
It's probably
know,
Primal Fear and yeah, and City of
yep.
Angels is when I first
But
uh
yeah,
probably first
Glory.
saw his work.
He was, when you look at the cast, he was within Glory, right? Denzel, Morgan, Andre Brower. Um, Andre Brower was the friend of Matthew Broderick's character in the movie and whatnot. So it is with sadness,
Wow.
you know.
Yeah.
So thoughts go out to his family on that, because that was sudden. I guess we'll find out cause of death here soon. So
Yeah.
sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to toss
Nah,
that out
not
there
That's
at
a
because
all.
bummer.
Not at
No, no,
all,
no, that's
man.
literally
good.
just
That's
broke.
yeah, news broke.
Um, so Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry, what you
Oh,
got?
what have I been playing? Slowly kind of finishing up Spider-Man with the trophies. I'll try and I might go for the platinum if I want to focus on it. Other than that, I think I'm gonna. I did get the Avatar Avatar game from Ubisoft.
Oh,
I
I'm
did.
sorry,
It's
dude.
no, honestly, it's a solid game. Like
It's
I would give it a solid 7. Like it's
it's been
pretty.
getting hit hard though, review wise though. Like,
Yeah, but a lot of the reviews have been hitting it like average or
yeah.
like kind of hitting it a little
Hmm.
bit blasé hard, but I kind of understand it. There are a few things to like. I think a few updates will kind of cure, but it's kind of a first attempt, and it is kind
Hmm.
of it is very Far Cry-ish, which is why I'm enjoying it. It's just yeah, yeah, a few bits of it are a bit
Hmm.
clunky, but yeah, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm giving it a try. Then other than that, I think I'm gonna focus on Lords of the Fallen after that,
Hmm.
and then whatever new
Nice.
is coming out, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I've just been doing that, and then
Mhm.
what else did I finished up watching Sandman again. That it's such a great series. It's so good.
Yeah, it is. That
But
is a good series, dude.
yeah, but I need to finish I need to focus and finish Breaking Bad and Yellowstone.
Let's
Which
see here. What did I do?
what did you do?
So, well, okay. So we all know last week
Other
was a
than
really busy week.
recuperating.
Well, okay. So did have a little small procedure on Thursday. Um, Snippy snip. Um, so I pretty much relaxed Thursday night and Friday. So I banged out 3 quarters and finished out Picard season 3 on a rewatch again.
Sweet.
I started it.
Oh,
I
nice.
started it after my first therapy session because I needed something to help,
Kind of
with some
level you,
memories
kind of
and grief
soothe
of my
you.
mom and stuff,
Yeah.
because it was something, Next Gen was something we always used to watch all the time. Um, and that was the first couple episodes, right? And then after my therapy session on Thursday and kind of realizing, hey, this is actually everything that I'm unpacking grief wise, I decided I need to make Picard mine, like my memory, and kind of sever things a little bit. So I banged it out,
Nice.
and I still loved every minute of it. Like, it's such a great rewatch. And for anybody that's a Star Trek fan, Picard season 3 is a banger. I love that season. Like, there's like, when you watch like certain shows and stuff, and that sometimes there's just that one season that was
Oh, that
fantastic.
that
You
can't
know,
like can't be topped. Like that was the
it's
best
just
season.
season
Like,
3.
oh,
Like,
okay.
they ended it, let it be, give a Star Trek, Star Trek Legacy after the fact, but played some Mario Wonder. Um,
Nice.
So I've got a little, I've started going
And
back to some of the other
you
levels, and
you beat that one level, right?
oh yes, I did. Um, and
Nice.
and I was starting another Star Road or Special Road level, and I kept kicking my ass. And my little man was like, "Hey, you know what? You should be Nabbit or Yoshi because they're invincible."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Wait, what?" And I went and did. I was like, "Oh, I just kind of cheated at the level." Um, but played more Mario RPG. We now have five
Oh, sick.
stars collected on that right now, so
Nice.
Sick.
it's not bad. Um, so we'll continue to finish it. I don't think it was worth the full 60 or 50 or 60, whatever it was.
Oh, RPG.
It should have probably been like a 30 or 40, because of everything, but I get what went into it. And then no surprise, I got an ultra wild hair, and I have now moved a third of my island already on Animal Crossing.
Oh my God. It's happening again.
Setting up I set up like little areas, and I'm starting to maximize a little bit. Like I have one part of my island where it has my campsite, my mountains, my waterfall, and it's segregated now. So like you can only get to it from two different places, and you have to
Oh,
cross
sweet.
bridges
So
to get
kind of
into
like
it.
an actual
So
camping spot. Like you have
kind of
to.
sort of like, and you
Cool.
have I redid my neighborhoods and did all of that. And so yeah, that's been a little bit therapeutic. Dropped a bit of money in, bit of bells, and yeah, I'm so broke again.
Oh no.
But
Got to be slinging tulips sometime
Slinging
soon.
tulips.
no, it's
Ugh.
slinging turnips.
Turnips. Oh,
Turnips, sir, get it
turnips.
right.
That's right.
No,
Turnips.
but no, I'm gonna be trying to do some cool things with my museum.
Oh, cool.
That's where a lot of this is kind of moving stuff and clearing room for a better museum area.
Oh,
I
sweet.
by far don't have the imagination and the time that some of these people out there on TikTok and Pinterest are showing off their islands, because there are some insane designs that they're doing.
You
And
gotta step up your
Dude,
game, son.
some
You
just
gotta
get
step your
intricate.
game up.
Yeah, it's
but
ridiculous.
I'd
Yeah.
love where my island's at,
Well, yeah, because you got to make it you. It's got to represent
Yeah.
you, and that's awesome.
Yep. But that's been pretty much it this week. I just haven't had a ton of time to play a lot of games and stuff like that. So it's just been watching a little bit, and we're on halfway through season 3 on our rewatch of Once Upon a Time.
Good rewatch.
Pan just showed up. Like we're on the Pan season.
Oh man, Pan was good. Pan was a good season.
Dude, they picked a great actor for
yeah,
Pan.
it was so good because it was frustrating. Like every time he showed up, like damn, dude. Every time he like screwed something up. Yeah, that was a good season. That was a good.
Yep. So, but yeah, I want to thank everyone for crashing game night with us tonight. I want to give a shout out to the folks that followed us tonight. Appreciate you giving us a chance and dropping a follow.
Thanks,
If you missed part of the episode, just catch it on the VOD as soon as we're done with the show. Otherwise, you can head on over to crashinggamenight.com and check out all our past episodes. For those who are just following us for the first time, we do have a contributors page on our website that you can go and see all of our past guests, including some of the voice cast of Final Fantasy VII Remake on there. And we are trying to get our yearly holiday episode with them planned out with John and Mallory and Austin and Vic and stuff like that. We'll see how that plays out. Because they have been rather busy since the strike has ended.
Yeah, they've been working.
They're getting back to work,
which is good.
Which is great for them. Absolutely great for them. So we'll see about that. And next week, as long as everything pans out, the host of the Throwdown Show podcast, Tony Polanco, should be joining us next week. It's been a while since Tony's been on. We'll do some catch up.
It's gonna be
real busy.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a good convo, man.
So it'll be interesting, especially since he's had rather a hearty take on the comic book industry as a whole right now, as of late. In the state of DC and Marvel. So
I'm even more interested because we may be agreeing on a lot of things. Yeah.
But with that though, once again, everyone, I just, it's going to be listening to this on one of the podcast platforms of your choice or watching the video on, on YouTube. Thank you, as always, for crashing game night with us. Hopefully we gave you a little bit of a distraction from the daily grind of life. Since I'm kind of going through it and stuff, please guys, just be cognizant of the people around you and how you're kind of talking to them, because everyone could be going through some very, very tough times right now. Mentally, and especially this time of the year. So just please just be excellent to each other.
That's right, everybody. Once again, we want to send out the same message we always do, and just want to tell everyone to be kind, be patient, try and practice a little bit of be conscious of what you're doing, and just if you see someone that needs a little help or some encouragement, let's just try and be and do better. Let's just try and help out when we can, and whenever we see it, or offer a helping hand. And and otherwise, other than that, be you. If you're a nerd, be a nerd. If other than that,
you do you, boo.
You do you. That's right.
You do
And
you, boo.
Be safe out there. Thank you, guys.
Definitely be safe out there. You guys also need to be safe for the people that are going to be in the crunch time. It is less than 2 weeks for Christmas, so hopefully you got your Christmas gifts already. If you have not gotten your Christmas gift,
you guys got your gifts, right?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate it a lot. I was like, wow, like I'm definitely gonna. I smiled a lot. Anyways, though, just be kind to those out there, because yes, it is Amazon delivery season day.
Amazon's hating my house right now.
Yeah, I mean,
so
like,
much.
Please be nice. Bring it all in one big bundle of everything, so then they only have to make one trip. Don't let them be all day, every day, round the clock around your house. Be kind to those out there. Food service workers, they are having all their Christmas parties going on right now, from now until the end of the year, even past the end of the year, because that's when the service, like the food and restaurant and warehouse people and retail workers, we have ours after Christmas, after the New Year. So it is game time right now for a lot of people. Please just be nice. Don't get a little too crazy. Don't let the holidays take you over. You take over the holidays. That being said, with my man is gone again. It's I miss it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, miss you, Theo.
Theo, you need to come back again, bro. Like, I know the holidays are right on the corner, so you gotta be up in there, bro. Anyways, I guess I'll give Jerry a chance. Give Jerry.
No, it's okay. I can see.
Because
I want to prepare, because I want to make it right. So like, the next time I want to be ready. So I'm gonna prepare next time.
All right. Well then, Matt Diorio, because I cannot say my man. My man is set for Theo. Send it out as Theo does.
All right, everybody out there. Appreciate you watching. Thank you for listening. Till next time, TTFN.
Come on, man.
Good night, everybody.
God, the pause.
Jesus.
The pause. See, you say I'm ruining it. Jeez.
See, Jason.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
It's because you did it to me last week. You threw it.
Good night, everybody.
You took it. And he just left us. Wow. He just left me.
Oh man.
Hey, Jerry.
That's pretty funny.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Since Jason just bailed on us. Oh, look, there's only the two of us.
Oh,
Jason, hold on. Who's listening? Jerry, you ready for this?
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
My man.
Oh no. Oh nope.
All right, everybody. Have a great night.
Later.